Plaintiff Michael Tillman says while dating the defendant, he found messages from other men on the defendant's Facebook page. Michael says he confronted the defendant about it while they were driving in a car, and in turn, the defendant pushed him out of the moving vehicle. He's suing for his medical bills. Defendant Andrew Brady says during their relationship, Michael was an insecure, sensitive drama queen. Andrew insists he simply nudged Michael out of the car, and he claims he thought the child locks were engaged.
Tell me what's going on.
Okay, basically, Your Honor, I'm gonna start off by saying you can't always judge a book by its cover. I never in a million years when I met Andrew thought that he would be the type of person that he turned out to be, the type of person that was capable of kicking me out of a moving vehicle and breaking my wrist.
When did you meet him?
We met in January of this year. I had actually came down to Indianapolis, visiting some friends from New York. I went to a party and I saw Andrew there. I mean, I was attracted to him. I thought he was cute when, talked to him. We started talking, kicking it. I ended up staying there to actually pursue a relationship with him.
Lived there?
Live in Indianapolis, yes.
Things swept. How long after?
Swept
you off your feet, dog.
I was supposed to stay 2 weeks, and at the end of them 2 weeks was just like,
I ain't going home.
I ain't going home. No. I'm staying right here. So I didn't even go back and get nothing. Everything I had in my suitcase, that was just it. So.
You're the man.
We started talking, kicking it. I ended up staying there to actually pursue a relationship with him.
Lived there?
Live in Indianapolis, yes.
Things swept. How long after? Swept you off your feet, dog.
I was supposed to stay 2 weeks, and at the end of them 2 weeks was just like,
I ain't going home.
I ain't going home. No. I'm staying right here.
You're the man.
Plaintiff Michael Tillman dated the defendant, and he's suing because the defendant pushed him out of a moving vehicle, and as a result, he broke his wrist.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we began dating or whatever. Things got serious really, really fast, like I said. But me and Andrew had this problem with Facebook. Andrew doesn't know how to be respectful of other people's feelings. Sometimes I would pass Andrew up. I would notice him sending somebody messages or some stuff like that. One day I kind of viewed what he was doing because I was sitting behind him. He was on a laptop. He was talking to somebody, they having this conversation, all these sexual innuendos. If I was there in a room with you, what would we be doing? And you got a boyfriend, so what is you talking about this for in the first place?
Well, they could have been talking about anything.
I know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
All right. Don't get mad at me.
Okay, I take your word.
So then this is a repetitive thing that we go through, though. It's like, and it's just disrespectful to me. Even if you are gonna flow, at least be respectful. Don't have it where a person posting all this stuff on your wall where you embarrassing me because it's other people. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't do any of this to him? No, I heard you say we both had face.
I mean, in the beginning, when you first get with somebody, at first it was something that I let go because when you first get with somebody, everybody don't know that.
But you said you both had problems.
Yeah,
I thought you meant you were doing wrong.
No, I wasn't doing it, but it was people, complimenting me or whatever. Mr. Brady never brought it to my attention that he had a problem with it. I let him know that I had a problem with the things
I was. Hear if you had a problem, Mr. Brady.
I didn't really. I'm not as nosy and as sensitive and insecure as Mr. Tillman is. That's his problem. He's insecure, sensitive, drama queen, if you will. And that's just what it was. I mean, I can't help it.
Do you want a sensitive mate?
To a certain degree.
Doesn't sound like you cared enough about him.
If you will.
That's cool. You just talking stuff now. Yeah. You moved him in mighty quick to not care about him. Am I right or wrong?
We fell in love.
Thank you. Well, don't act like you don't care now. Thank you.
So anyway, fast forward, July the 21st comes. We was with some mutual friends going down to the mall, getting ready to do some shopping or whatever. At this time, I didn't have my own cell phone. Andrew was in the front, I was in the back. I said, Andrew, let me see your phone real quick. Let me call my house or whatever, check on my mom's. So I'm on the phone. Andrew has like one of those, I'm not tech savvy. So, Andrew got one of those new phones, where Facebook pop up and everything while you on the phone. So I'm on the phone and it's like study beeping, like, you know, saying you got messages. It's interrupting my phone call though because I'm studying here. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be nosy too, because who keeps sending you these messages like it's just that urgent? You know what I'm saying? So I look through the messages or whatever. He's on there talking to somebody. They talking about meeting up at this club or whatever later on that night. I don't go out. I'm not a clubber. I stay in the house. That's Andrew's thing. I let him do that. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You're younger than me. I'm not going to try to be your parent. You want to go out, you do that. I'm going to stay in the house. Now
you just sit there and wait on him to come back.
No, I mean, yeah, now you done been at the club, you know, you been dancing and you know, you getting worked up. So yeah, you know, I'm happy.
My point is why he's going to the club. You act like I ain't talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. My point is you claim that you let him do his thing at the club, but yet while he's gone, you're inspecting his phone, his Facebook, and all of that. So you do care about what's going on with him, and you do, to a certain extent, distrust him, or did.
Well, I mean, he kept proving that he was distrustful. I mean, phone calls at 3:45 in the morning, exes, you know what I'm saying? These are the things that I'm talking about.
Okay.
And like I said, back to the story, comes to July 21st, we in the car, you know, using his phone or whatever, study beeping. He's talking about meeting up with somebody. I don't want to ruin everybody's day because we just getting to the mall. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's all over my face. It's in my expression. It's in my attitude. Something's wrong with you. Everybody asking me, what's wrong, Mike? What's wrong, Mike? I'm going to leave it alone. You know, we all having fun or whatever. I'm going to wait till I get home to, you know, address you or whatever. So we leave them.
Checking.
Check them. Yeah, I'm going to check you when we get home. Yeah. Right? You're right.
You got check. It sounds like you cared enough about him.
If you will.
That's cool. You just talking stuff now.
Yeah.
You moved him in mighty quick to not care about him. Am I right or wrong?
We fell in love.
Thank you. Don't act like you don't care now. Thank you.
Plaintiff Michael Tillman dated the defendant, and he's suing because the defendant pushed him out of a moving vehicle, and as a result, he broke his wrist.
Go ahead.
So we're driving, and Andrew gets on the phone. Okay, now a normal conversation, Andrew is this really loud person, you know. So now he's on the phone like, yeah, what's, you know.
Right in front of you in the same
while
car.
I'm standing right, you know. So mind you, I done already synced all this stuff already. So you think you're going to disrespect me in my face?
You're
going to play with me in my face?
Now.
Yeah, you taking it a little too far. So, but I didn't even like really go off. Instead, what I did was the whole conversation that I read, I started to repeat that conversation. Okay. So he's looking at me like, what you talk? Andrew, are you going to man up and say that you did it, or are you going to keep letting me feel like I'm a fool or like I'm crazy? You going to make me look crazy in front of people? You know what you did and you know what you said. Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Okay, so now I'm getting mad. Okay, so, you know, I'm yelling. You know, I'm like, you know, you sorry. I'm going to stop messing with you. You know what I'm saying? Woo, 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 woo. He like, you know, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. You know, we still talking. So then he scoot over, get in my face, all, you know, aggressive, and I'm going to push you out this car. If you don't go talking to me, I'm going to push you out this. You're not crazy. This is what I'm saying to him. You're not crazy. You're not going to push me out no car. Don't get, you know, don't get hyphy in front of your friends and all that. Mr. Brady was serious.
So he is crazy.
He was dead, yeah. He grabbed me by my collar of my shirt. I don't know how he got the door open. I don't know. The car, I mean, I will say it was like 10 to 15. It was still moving.
Yeah, 10, 15 miles an hour, yeah.
It was still moving.
Right.
He just like literally just like pushed me out the car.
Okay, can I interrupt?
Yeah, let me hear your side.
I definitely didn't grab Mr. Tillman and push him out, but 7/21 of this year, like he said, we was at the mall. He had my Facebook like the whole time we was at the mall. I got me a couple shirts, grabbed a pretzel, some cheese sauce, all that, yeah. So I'm thinking we all good. We walking outside the doors to the mall, getting inside the car. He was like, what's this, Andrew? What's this? Look at this. Shoving it all in my face. You know, I'm like, what's going on? We gets in the car. He's still arguing all down my throat. What's this? What's this? You still talking to boys? I thought you loved me, Andrew. So I was kind of like jokingly, because my friend, you know, she has a baby. I'm thinking the doors to the car is gonna be on a child-proof lock. She has a baby, Your Honor.
But it wasn't a baby in the car.
He provoked me.
I'm with him. There was no baby in the car.
Or a car seat.
Even when the baby's not in the car, she still tends to leave the doors on child-proof lock. He was, you should have seen him that day. He was like a crazy man.
There's no reason to risk his life. So you did push him out.
It was more so like a nudge. I nudged him out of the door.
What were your damages, sir? When did you all break up? How long after that?
That same night, 7/21, we broke up that same night.
You remember that day like it happened yesterday. So you hear what he said? 7/21. He said 7/21 we broke up, Your Honor. You want him back, don't you?
Not really.
Not really. That means yeah. You want him back, don't you?
No.
Both of y'all do. He smiled. No. He said, not really. That means yes from both sides.
I don't.
You do.
Plaintiff Michael Tillman dated the defendant, and he's suing because the defendant pushed him out of a moving vehicle, and as a result, he broke his wrist.
It's $8,000, sir. Total charges of $14,000. This is terrible.
My distal radius was broke. It was broken very severely, very bad. I ended up having to have a surgery where they put a metal plate and 2 metal pins in my wrist. I still have to wear this splint for 6 to 12 weeks. Once we got home, Andrew was just nonchalant, like it just didn't happen. Okay, my hand is swollen. I'm like, can you give me some water? Can you give me some Tylenol, get it yourself. I ain't dealing with you. Okay, that's fine. Let me get my things and do what I need to do and I'm gonna leave. Because obviously you don't care about me. The days before I went to the hospital, Andrew really thought that it was a joke. He thought that it was funny. You know, he wanted to post little stuff on Facebook. How's your arm? Woo, 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 woo. Okay, so you think I'm gonna play? You wanna play with me? Then I'm gonna play with you. So I called him and I let him know, if I'm gonna have to have a surgery, I really should lock you up. I should really call the police on you and have you locked up. No. I don't want to go to jail. It shouldn't be that serious. He agreed. He said, I'm going to help you, whatever. I get paid every week from FedEx, whatever. I give you $50. Once the bills start coming, let me know. I give you $50 a week towards the payments. I'm like, okay, that's cool. First bill come, I'll call Andrew. No answer. Andrew started returning my phone calls, blocked me on Facebook, didn't want to talk to me. Okay, so since you don't want to do what you got to do, then I'll take the right. I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to do all that stuff. I'm going to take you to court and I'm going to get my money from you.
And you did the right thing. I'm glad you didn't fight. That's what small claims court and all courts are for, to avoid confrontation physically or otherwise. You bring them to court, you sue them, and it pays off if you have a decent judge.
Well, I hope I had
if you have a fair judge. And sir, you've admitted that you did it, nudged him, however it is that.
And it wasn't no nudge. It was a nudge.
It was a nudge.
Well, I'm glad you all once again brought it here. That's why we have small claims court. Even if it's only $100, I want people to bring it here as opposed to fighting and shooting and pushing folks out of the car. I will grant you your judgment. Good luck to you. $4,445. Have a good day, gentlemen.
Look at you. Look how you looking now. You just
I don't care, Michael.
I know you don't, and I don't know more. That's why I'm getting paid, right? Deuces.